Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get on the Envision online and basically just how to go through the site. So first thing you're going to do is you type in the website, which is pearsonsuccessnet.com. You'll see it's already in there for me, so just hit enter. And this is what the first screen looks like. You want to go into the login and you want to put in your username and also your password. So you should have a list of usernames for teachers and also for students, and then also their passwords. Okay, so once you sign in, it's going to look like this. This is your home screen, and you can see on the home screen you have interactive digital plans, but basically the Teacher's Edition. When you click on the Teacher's Edition, it'll start to load. It takes a couple minutes for it to load. And once it loads up, this is what the opening screen is going to look like. And you'll see you have a table of contents. You have all these different topics. If you scroll down, you can see that there's actually tons of all the topics for all the chapters are in there. And then you have printable resources. When you click on the printable resources, they have a bunch of blackline masters and whatnot. But if you scroll down, you'll see topic tests. And if you click on the topic test, it kind of looks like this. I didn't actually print it out, but I just want to show you what it looks like. And then also you'll see underneath it is the answers, so you don't have to do the math, which is good. Now you can see there's a bunch of different tests obviously right there, and there's a lot of different resources on that actual printable resources. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to the home screen here, and I'm going to show you the next portion, which is really planning. So if you click on planning, you'll see it'll set up a planner setup, and then you're going to go to assignments, because what you're going to do is you're going to actually create some assignments. Now for the assignments, you click on assign activities, and then you'll see there's different options here. You want to do the Common Core, select a framework, which is going to be core skills. You're going to change it to math, and then you're also going to pick whatever grade level you're talking about here. Okay, and then you hit next. Next thing you do is you're going to choose the topic that you're on. All right, so we're just going to start with topic 1. Next would be the actual individual lessons. So you can see I have lessons 1 and 3 are examples here. And then you'll see there's different things you can have. We have different tutorials, and you also have some workshop stuff. But the workshop stuff is not very good for our kids, so I like to pick the visual learning and then also the worksheets. Next would be you want to assign it to specific students, right? And I have me as an example in here, so that will be me. And then after that, you can see these are all the assignments. All right. Now, I'm also going to show you how to make a test. So if you go into My Tests, you click that, and then you go to these are all the tests I made, but you can do build a new test, and then you're going to name your test. Now, I would name it whatever topic that you're using, and maybe also the lessons that you're also using. So there's one for me. I'll just call it that, just to show you it, and then you can put a description in it if you want about what the test is actually about. And then you'll see you want the Common Core skills. I'd keep all this too. I'd let the system choose the questions for you, a little bit easier than you having to actually choose them. And then also only questions that will be automatically scored. That way if they do it online, you don't have to actually score it. The computer can do it. Next you'd have math and what grade they're in. So I'm going to choose grade 5 for here. And then I would hit go. And the next thing you do is you choose what obviously what topic it was. So we had topic 1 was our example for this. And then you'd go in and you'd choose the actual individual lessons. So for this test, I was doing lesson 1 and lesson 3. And then I want to choose how many questions I want. You can see there's examples of 12 and 9. If you want to do a shorter test, you can do that, but I'm just going to keep the amount they have there. And then you can actually sit and preview the test. Now for this test, you have a couple options. One is you could print it out. So if you could view the online version, you could actually just print it out so that you can just give the kid the test. And if you take a look actually at the summary will tell you about the test, and it'll have all the answers on it too. So if you want to score it, if you print it out, this is where you go to actually get the answers for the test that you just created. Or you can do is you can actually assign it to somebody. If you assign it to them, then they're going to do it online. So here it's all the kids in my class, but what I would do is I would actually just select me, and then I'd save it. Now, that's assigned to the student. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to log out, and I'm going to log on as a student. So I created myself too as a student just so you can see it. So same thing, you'd have your your username. You'd have an individual one for each kid, and also their password. That way they can sign on and do the work online. So you look here, if you click on this, it actually it won't work for this because of a pop-up. I don't want to disable it right now, but if you click on it, what it would do is actually it would open up their book so they can see their book online. And then also here's the to-do list, and this is all the stuff that was assigned to me. You can see there's games, there's tests. I have visual learning, so if I click on the visual learning, it would be, the music would start, and they can actually sit there and learn this lesson through this online teacher. When you click on the little sound there, it'll say the vocabulary for you, and then it will go through and it will actually ask you questions, and it teaches you that lesson. So I'm going to close out of this, and next I can show you is the worksheet. So if you click on the worksheet, they could actually print that out. All right, so they could print that out and then use that worksheet to see how they're doing. I'd also assign some book work for them so they can use their book. They can do the online version of it, or if you have an actual book, that's good too. And then you can see the test. So this is what the test looks like. They could actually take the test online, and then all the results will be saved in your teacher profile, so you can see how they did on each test. And you can see too here they have games. So they have games they can do that are lesson specific. And when they click on it, it'll open it up, and you can see there's a little game about I think it's ordering and place value. All right. And what I would do is I'd always I would make sure they know which ones they should do, what lessons to do, and that's it.